slams hard into his opponent. Hard hit from Scraps.
Scraps sends the other end stumbling back.
What a hit! Scraps is a complete powerhouse.
Just hit. I just swing wherever I see you. I swing fast too, so. Come on. Is your camera in the right spot? Because if you reach forward and your camera loses your hands, you won't be able to punch the guy. Yeah, I got my camera sitting about 8 feet in front of me, up high, pointing down at the ground so I can actually touch the ground and reach for this guy. Because it comes out in a triangle. You want it pointing pretty much at your chest, the camera. Yeah. Most people have their camera down on the bottom, like on a shelf where the TV stands, pointing up. And I find when you step forward, all of a sudden you can't hit your hands. Yours is up high? Yeah. And yeah, the farther back you are, the more space you can get. So if you can put your camera farther back, even if it has to sit up on a shelf. The problem I had was my cord actually is sitting in front of my TV just slightly to sit up high enough. Just mainly because of the connection too. I didn't want it my system behind the TV in some way or under the TV. So I got it sitting in front of the TV. And another thing is that'll help you hit the walk buttons when you swing. It'll walk you forward. So you can actually get in close and always hit triangle. Triangle, make sure wherever I am, that's where your camera will look. Like you don't have to move sideways. You just have to hit triangle. I've been playing for a few months and so far I'm kind of not unbeaten, but running at top rank with another guy. We're both pretty much undefeated besides fighting each other. One thing I have him beat on is my name's on the leaderboard. Yeah. I've been playing for a few months now, since November of last year. And it's gotten me in pretty good shape. Nope, it only goes to 12. And each character has different stats. Like Scraps here, he can throw lots of punches, but he can't take as many.
A perfect hit from Scraps.
Well, yeah. He's got lots of stamina is what it is. That guy, you throw 3, try to hit sides and ears. Damn, I barely touched you. I wasn't even trying to hit you. That was a banana peel. But yeah, if you get the hang of rolling your hands or moving your hands and hitting triangle, you're always able to step backwards and step forward and throw punches while you're doing it. So it seems like I'm moving around, but actually I'm just using the walk buttons. So I don't have to move out of position. I'm always in front of my camera, facing the camera. Yeah, well, that's the mistake we made earlier. We got a broken TV. Superman. Oh, just missed. Lucky you moved.
Scraps lands a good hit.
Oh.
What a shot. Scraps really showing
Yeah, my first punch is always with the walk buttons held. Hit triangle, throw a punch. Hit triangle, throw a punch. And you know how Rocky trains you? When you're standing there, you're like, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. There's a reason for that. It actually helps to stagger the guy. Because once I get into the 4-punch combo after these few, I can set you into a stagger, which puts your hands up in the air. You got saved by the bell. Ooh.
Scraps delivering an absolutely devastating blow to his opponent.
Whoa.
1, 2,
Top 20 on most of the exercises.
4,
There's
5.
one that I'm number 72 on and one that I'm 100 on. And that's rank in the world for everybody that plays the game. I'm rank 3 on the direction bag. Direction double bag. There's a string with a bag on it. And when you hit it, there's green bulbs that light up. I'm number 3. Yeah, I'm number 3 in the world. You'll see my name on that list, the global list. 1, 2, and then me. I'm right below. There's Sleeved Ace number 1 and Hector Torres number 2. And then there's me. Okay, unload punches on me. You got 2 rounds. Let's see if you can get the lead in punches just by hitting me. Come on, hit me. I'm not going to swing back. Start swinging. Make sure there's full swings too. That guy's a haymaker thrower. You want to hit right through me. Come on, knock me over. Oh, let your gloves charge. Always hit hard with the first 2, and then quick jabs for the next, because when your gloves are charged. Yep, that's what I'm saying. Unload. Hit me. Try to throw side punches. Hit me in the side of the face. Find they're more fluent than straight jabs. And I find flicking your wrist on impact, like snapping your hand in a way. No. You gotta like hit with the knuckles. Snap your knuckles into his head. Oh, I still got the victory. By how many punches? Ooh, 82. Oh, you almost got back in there. Another 30 punches and you would have been there. Oh, you want another round? Be a lighter guy. They can throw more punches. And they're smaller characters, so you have more hand movement. More stamina. And if you're training through the career, you can boost your stamina up when you get to the final guy by getting 17 to 18 exercises. Hey? Well, we just go back one. Down at the bottom here. No, down here. Close it. And then it shows you the next page. Pick a player. Oh no, it should say close down here. Yep. And then it should give you, when you close it, it gives you the players again. So you can pick a player and we can ready up and go for the next match. Greendale Chevy. It's right down there. No, smaller, like Leo or Axel Or Luke. Luke's pretty weak. Like, he doesn't hit very hard, so you have to really throw a lot of punches with him. But Leo, he's got good. He's got lots of stamina, and he gets cocky when he gets knocked down. Means he hits harder, causes more damage. Let's go to Ria Bar. There. La something. No. La something bar. Right up here. Yeah, this one. Yeah. Larena. Oh yeah. Oh, your arms will be tired. You'll want to go outside, cool off, get some fresh air. This is one of those games you can play for maybe an hour if you get enough of the right people.
We're just waiting on our fighters.
It's like after.
Then the action.
Oh, I'm in Canada, West Coast. Yep, Vancouver area.
Catches his opponent with a clean shot.
Yeah, these guys can throw a lot more punches, and you always want to block where the guy throws punches. Like if I'm hitting you in the ear, because that's one of the things I'm doing is hitting your ears. Cover the ears. Yep. That's why you always want to try to cover up and bob, because this seems to make you hard to hit. And if you're hitting gloves, you have to recover. Woo! And bounce back. Oh, went too low.
Slams hard into his opponent.
Yeah, make sure you set your box where everything isn't. That way you know you've got the area to walk around. Straight jab. Straight jab. Right hook. Body shots. You want to throw a good combo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. That's how you get those.
Oh, it looks like Scraps is reeling from that one.
Gotta try to throw quick, short punches. As long as they're quick, they should hit. I just minimize punch throws. Go 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Usually works pretty good. But those walk buttons, I find they hit harder. If you actually hit the walk buttons, try to throw punches, step backwards, hit the walk buttons, and step backwards again. Oh, you can use your gloves and push the guy back, eh? If you're right in close, you can just push the guy, lean forward and push the guy, and you can step back and open up space. So if I'm in close like this, you can separate space and then swing. Or you can just get in close and go for the body. Nope. That's why I call that smothering. Because it takes your hands away in some way. That's why you got to get your hands out there and try to hit the guy in the ears if he's in close. Back of the head. But if you let your gloves get tired and I hit you with a good combo, you'll go into stagger a whole lot faster. You got to move your hands around a bit. You can't just cover one spot, because I'm always going to go for an open spot.
Solid hit by Scraps.
Pretty good at picking and choosing my shots. You get better and better as you practice through those training things, because they light up and they teach you to hit here, hit there, hit there, hit there, hit there, hit there, hit there, hit there. And you start going faster, and oh man, it'll burn you out just exercising. Where are you going? Oh, we're almost done. Here, let me give you a taste of what it's like in the ring with a couple professionals. You're not going to see what's coming. Here we go.
What a hit! Scraps is a complete powerhouse. Scraps delivers a solid hit to his opponent.
Oh, I've run into a number 3 when I wasn't ranked. I kind of wondered what the hell hit me. And then I recognized his name and thought, I've seen that name somewhere. So I checked the bags, and he happens to be on the focus bag, the heavy one. He's number 3, and he threw 1,182 punches in like 6 minutes. So he totally outpunches me. So I'm like, holy crap. The guy's like that in the ring too. He'll be like, wham, 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 and get 5 shots off within 3 seconds. Like, come on.
What a shot! Scraps really showing off his
Come here.
power with that blow.
Hey. Oh, I got too close to the TV. I wonder why my punches weren't landing. Oh, you're lucky the bell rang. Come here. I have the rubber taken away. Yeah, so I can actually see my hands, see the ground, see the couch, see the TV. It's just nubbed in there, little rubber pinpoints. You eventually need to wash it. And I washed it and went, wait, what's it going to be like without it? I tried it on, it works just fine. Even with a little bit of light in the background, it doesn't affect the glass. But I got a lot more breathing space from my eyeballs.
Delivering an absolutely devastating blow to his opponent.
I try to get in at least 1 or 2 matches a day.
4, 5, 6,
Yep.
7,
I used to play GTA a lot more, but that game's frustrating now.
10.
There's too many people out there just to get their KD on. Like, they just go for kills. They don't actually fight for anything. I fight for stuff. That's why I'm rank 800. I run businesses. Yeah. Oh, I've been playing since PlayStation 3 about 4 years ago. That was one game I never really stopped playing until this game here. Now that this game, because look, physically, you're standing there and I'm standing here. And I move this way, I move this way. It's like we're actually physically here. I've stood here and had a 2-hour conversation with somebody one night, just standing there, bobbing and weaving. It's kind of crazy. The alleyway. Would you believe? You know how the alley? Have you been in the alley? No? Oh, well, in the alley, there's actually garbage and stuff all around. There's writing on the garbage cans. It says Dennis was here on one of them. And the crumpled up newspaper that's on the ground that you would think was just garbage, I wandered over to. And I was able, because my goggles can reach the floor with the angle of my camera, I got down there and I looked at it. It's got writing on it. It actually says stuff. There's like 1849 written on it and a whole bunch of other words that talk about, it's just a weird article. But it starts with the name of whatever the company that makes this game, Survivos. That's the title of the newspaper. I found it kind of interesting that this game's got that much artistry in it. Like, they went that deep into... Like, really, do you really need to have everything up high like that? The sprinkler systems, the lights, all these little cutouts. But yeah, that's what I mean about this game. It's kind of ridiculous how much detail they've gone into, because everything on the walls is readable. Yeah, that's just computer. Oh. Looks like he's on my side. Is he looking at you or looking at me? He's looking at me. I'll go over here. He might be, but he's following me. Well, sometimes when I'm playing, I notice he's not even looking at me. I'm like, hey, Rock, I'm over here. Usually you're looking at me. He's following me every step I take. Yeah, that walk and triangle, that's one of the handiest things in this game. I don't really walk. I just put the walk on, and I move forward in a rolling. And hit triangle. Go back to the buttons and hit triangle, back to the buttons. Because it keeps me right in front of you. So no matter what I do, I move away because I keep hitting the buttons. I always end up moving away when I'm swinging, because some of the swings are like a backwards motion. The other ones are forward motion. So it all depends on what I'm throwing. That'll put me where I'm going. My feet are staying stationary when I'm doing this. My feet are stationary. Like, I'm not actually moving. I'm just using the walk buttons and punch. Well, walk buttons held, triangle, and hitting punch. Well, let's go into a round. I'll shut the bell off and we'll just see how fast I can knock you down. Wonder if there's anybody here. It's easier to knock down. Ready up. Let's go into the ring, and you'll notice on the next screen, down at the bottom here, it says rules. I'm going to try to knock you out as quick as possible, so just be anybody. Whoever you think's tough enough to withstand a champ. But I'm going to be this guy because he... Ow. Oh, if you add me as a friend, that'll be easier to find me again. But then again, just look at the punching bag. That one punching bag will have Greendale Chevy on it. So... there's two of them that are string. From ceiling to floor. Yeah. One of them is for punching and then moving. Punch, 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 move. Punch, 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 move. Yeah. Well, the other one is the... My uncle's got a speed bag in his house. Nice. Yeah, this guy here is one of the toughest to beat. Axel Ramirez. If I'm him, I'm almost unbeatable. The only guy that's been able to stand a chance is James Lang. So oftentimes I end up being scraps just to throw punches. Well, I often don't fight at full strength. When I have to actually fight, within 5-10 minutes, I'm breaking a sweat. And that's when you know you're fighting hard. Oh, he's tough. That means I'm gonna have to hit you a lot. Sure. More space to move around. And there's birds, and there's some flies. Hello, birdies. Still waiting for that shooting star, people. I like the view in here. Pretty sure this is a real area, just turned into a video game. And I think there's Armstrong Hotel right there. But yeah, that garbage can over there has Dennis was here written on it, on this side. Yeah. And if you look behind you, there's like crumpled up newspaper back there. It says Armstrong. I think it says Armstrong. You gotta come out. Yeah, it says Armstrong. Alright, back to the middle. Oh, nice. It's a good game to have, especially if you... Some people have been talking about that game. Yeah. And what is that other one where you... Beats. Something beats or beats. Lightsaber beats? Cyber? Yeah, that game I've been hearing a little bit about because it's like, it gets you into a beat. With music. It's kind of a musical thing, so it puts you into like almost into dance moves. So you'll be like, but it'll be with music, so it'll be to a beat. Every time you hit something, it's a beat. Alright, let's see what you got. Get back here. Don't need to move around as much. And now I'm starting to breathe. I run into people that can fight like this. Back-to-back knockdowns.
6, 7.
I make them quit. They hate it when that happens. Oh, hands. Oh, that's why. I'm too close to the TV. Whew.
1, 2,
Get up.
3,
Faster. Both hands.
5,
It's faster using ski poles to the ground.
7.
The faster you go down to the ground, the faster you move forward. Whew. Oh, you actually landed a couple punches. Yeah. Yeah, I know. But I know you weren't trying to throw, so I'm surprised to see that your hands hit me a few times and it counted. Maybe it was when you were doing this, like. That's funny. This character takes a lot more punches to knock down Ivan Drago. I took 124 hits to drop Ivan Drago the one time. Yeah. Yeah, during the competition last weekend, I had to throw 124 to knock Ivan Drago down. Oh yeah. Actually, kind of a new. Oh, I'm trying to find anybody that's like up there on the exercise bags, global, like Inkstar, for instance. And now OG Cheesequake is up there. I believe he's number 6 on one of the exercises. Yep, so all you got to do is get one, and then people will start seeing your name. I had my name as number 6 on the direction bag, and then I started waiting for another opponent and sat there just hitting the bag, hitting combos left and right. And then I realized, shit, I've been doing this for a while now. But yeah, I was just waiting for an opponent. I wasn't even trying, and it put me number 3 in the world. So I'd hate to see me just keep trying and trying and trying. See how far I can get. I might be able to become number 1 on that punching bag.
I can't imagine the people that wanted to like meet someone up there to like see how good they were. Like,
Some of these guys they're actually professional boxers.
I've heard of that, like just professional boxers getting on here.
Yeah, they use this as a cardio thing. It's an exercise that makes you work your lungs and heart. And it's not hard, like you're not hitting anything, you're not overworking, like that's what you got to do is you got to come in and do that, go real fast. And then take a break and then do it again, low to high, so that when they're blocking high, they go to low and then high's open again. It's all about changing levels. Yeah, that's not my fastest knockout. In the free play, I set up a fight, Adonis Creed versus this guy, Scraps, and I stepped into the ring, and 19 seconds later, he was down and out.
Like you won the game?
No, I won the fight. I knocked him down enough times. He was done 4 times, down, out. Well, wait, it was Scraps, so it was only 3 knockdowns. But that's on easy and just going for how fast I can knock a guy out. So I picked the easiest guy to fight, and I knocked him out in 19 seconds.
Is that like your main character?
This one? Yeah, because I like throwing punches. I'm more the move around character. Like step in, step out, throw as fast as I can and step out, throw as fast as I can and step out.
It looks like in a minute you'd probably be sweating.
Yeah, well, during that fight, I just started to. Just started to break a sweat. If we would have went 2 or 3 rounds, I would have been sweating. Like, say 2 or 3 more minutes of that kind of fighting back and forth. Like, say you were fighting like that and knocking me down. That means this fight would have went twice as long. But yeah, that would be 1 round. That's the thing about fights. Each fight is a round. Once you win that round, you move on to round 2, which is another fight. The loser can change character if he wants to, or he can stay the same. But winner has to stay the same character usually through the competition. Then you start from the bottom and work your way up like playoffs. Till you get a champion. The one person that was not beat throughout the whole ladder. That was me last weekend. What's that?
Is it like tournament?
Yep. Start out with 8, and then everybody fights and works their way up.
And like some people move up and then like the rest go home.
Well, no, you got the rest can actually, because the winners, it'll be the number 1 will have 4 wins, 0 losses. That'll be the champ. And third place or second place will be 3 wins, 1 loss. And of course, those guys that have lost, if they want to find out if they can beat somebody that did win and move up, they could always fight them if they lost. And see if they could have sat in their spot and fought somebody. We did it last weekend and it worked out pretty good. Only 4 people showed up at first.
You said we. Who were you doing with?
There was Death Star, Duchess, Relic, and then J Gaming showed up, and Boober showed up. And I've been training Relic, J Gaming, and Boober since I've run into them so that they're ready for next weekend. This Saturday coming up.
Just train someone because not train someone. Just friend someone because they're good. I actually want to play this.
Oh, you'll find fighters like yourself that are just starting and learning. And a lot of it's to do with playing the game and getting to the highest level you can, playing on the hardest level you can. Because then you really learn how to throw a punch, move out of the way, and then land a combo just to get the win. Or you start getting the hang of this movement, and the movement can change a fight because you can get in, throw a couple, and then step back, and the person misses when they swing. So as soon as they swing, you just step in again and step out.
What if someone's not even holding their controllers and then they're just swinging at you like this? What do you do?
Wait for their hands to get tired and then just unload.
Probably get behind them.
Well, yeah, that's what the walk can do. It can walk right past the guy and then hit them in the back. That's one thing about the walk movement that a lot of people use.
Grab your controllers, then turn around, then
That's why I always tell people triangle is your best friend.
yeah, I didn't even know about the triangle thing.
Yeah, it's focus. Keeps you camera focused on your opponent. So every time you hit hit that button, it focuses your camera point where your opponent is. So you're right where my camera will be every time I hit triangle. So as long as I'm hitting triangle, I could throw punches towards the camera. And no matter where you go, I'll always be throwing punches at you.
So like you're also like being someone's trainer right now.
Yep.
in this game?
I never really got any tips playing, so I've kind of learned my own techniques and found ways to beat tougher fighters that do wizardry. Like, they go like this once, and they're literally from this side to that side in a second. Like, one movement like this.
Oh my god.
They would be, well, they have, if you roll your hands with walk buttons, does it roll you forward and roll you backwards? Now go backwards. Yeah. That's locomotion, advanced locomotion. And it slows you down. People that don't use advanced locomotion, they're the ones that can go and fly across the screen real fast.
Okay, how do you get not advanced?
Well, we can't change in the fight, but before we started this fight back in the gym,
Can Faith come over and see tonight?
tonight,
Yes.
as long as it's okay with her mom.
Okay. You heard that?
Wait, isn't there school tomorrow? Why not? Oh well. Oh yeah, we're not even fighting. Why is my phone ringing now? Whoops. Hello?
Minutes, huh?
Hey. No. Okay. Bye. I was just answering my phone. Had a new yoga position you're practicing? I've been taking pictures of people that put down their goggles because it looks hilarious sometimes. It's like, oh yeah, that's a good one. You kind of resemble... Oh, now you look like an octopus. Your legs and arms went above your head. Watch. I'll show you what that looked like.
Oh my god. You get invited or something.
Yeah, when you get too close to the ground, it takes your energy away. So if you crouch too far, your hands will turn red. Woo. Alright, I gotta... Yeah. Oh, I might catch you again another time.
I'll find someone, I'll let you know.
For sure. I'll be on the Creed community. There's a Creed community of boxers, player versus player. There's at least 600 plus in there. So if you join that community, you could always find me in there.